sent them in a little bit of a downward spiral, and from here on, with 2 matches to come, there's every chance that they might not even be amongst the top 4, forget the top 3. However, this is a chance at the other end.
And also that physical stature, and apart from that, he's been tested in Indian waters in big clubs as well, so knows how to keep your nerve in these games.
Roller coaster of a match with red cards shown at both ends. Diamond Harbour beating them 5-2 to finish off the match. Certainly didn't think that it would add up to that kind of quantity, but there we have it. 6 minutes, enough for both teams maybe to just actually went on to become the 4th captain of the Pakistan national football team. So fascinating story, because he was employed with the Air Force at the time of independence, and at that stage, of course, Air Force had a greater presence in Pakistan because most of...
Good intent already from Namdhari Football Club. They realize the magnitude of this clash. Again, a draw might just get them that all-important survival that they are looking forward to. But I don't think they want to settle down for a draw, Devayan. For them, it's all about getting those 3 points and doing that in a very assertive fashion. The Namdhari defense. The code, however, is be more positive in the final third.
Joined the attack. Or rather, when did he join the game? He's been given a yellow card, we are told. Possibly right at the edge. 9 shots to 5. But that doesn't quite paint the right picture, because Gokulam Kerala have still not been able to test Neeraj as much as the opposition have done to Shibin Raj. And that tells its own story of exactly which team has looked likelier to score, if anything.
How many of them have been effective enough to probe Neeraj?
A long ball employed this time around by Namdhari, but quite comfortably defended. Would have been a slightly better position for them, because they would have then been on 11 points and a draw would have sufficed for them rather than for Namdhari in terms of saving their season. Bazi Arman quite happy to play that.
We were having this chat in the studio show if it's the time right now to introduce Benjamin Coco, because Thabiso Brown has been kind of agricultural on a few exploits. Could have done better, should have done better. But now you need a finisher for Gokulam.
Yeah, the lack of goals has been the biggest issue for this team. And the fact that the goal scorers have also been few and far between, with very few goals among them. The top scorer, Rahul Raju, with 3. Such an experienced player he has been in Indian football. Played for the likes of Neroka as well as Mohammedan Sporting. Brings all of that experience into play. 30 years of age, from Uzbekistan. Has striking headline, I suppose, of these first 45 minutes. 7 shots to 4, but very few on target in terms of both teams. Their output today has not quite been at its best. Because they will come in a match like this. There is everything up at stake. The team which avoids defeat in this match avoids relegation as well.
Not exactly for Gokulam, even if they avoided it.
Lobbed up, but comfortable defensive header for Moro. This is not so effective, and it only lands possession back with Bazi Arman. Gets a little flick on from his captain and then gets it back. This has been so good, so confident inside the first 15 minutes. And just a little disappointed, we haven't seen Jaskaran Preet for a while. He was another player, number 17, used to come on invariably. Moses and Trijoy also joining in the attack. So that flexibility in formation just coming good for Gokulam Kerala at the moment. Here's Bazi playing pretty much as a centre-back in this match. Almost like the sweeper.
And that is possibly why he has been included. Of course, gets in that experience, has got that towering physical presence, and more importantly...
Call upon Rohit, who has been so impressive in the last few games. The likes of Bhupinder and Lord Jem can also join in that attack. Dharmpreet has been one of the more effective players. Made that... And that will mean that it will be Gokulam Kerala, the 2-time former champions of the Indian Football League, who will go down in terms of the last team, as well as Moses in there. The delivery from Kasimov should be a minimum of 5 or 6. Oh, it does fall to Bazi. Gets a shot going as well. And it seemed like it was Neeraj eventually got the gloves across to it, but good pop there from Bazi.
Yeah, again, just going away from him, to be honest. We'll take a look at the corner there. Kasimov. He can come up with a few inviting ones, and that was a decent ball. Almost found its way to Atul Unnikrishnan, and then Bazi. Just that little quick turn that gave him the space, compelling Neeraj to come up with the save.
Must be said that the Indian Football League, or the I-League in recent iterations, has had a few changes, and a lot of those legacy clubs have pretty much changed in their complexion over the years. These were the star teams of the past.
Kind of coming apart at the seams for a while, and it's kind of worrisome again for Gokulam Kerala. Even if they do get a goal, the way Namdhari is coming at them, it can be tricky.
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? If and when that first goal comes, which of these teams has that wherewithal to then fight back into it? Remember, if a goal is scored, then that scorer, just the one change so far. So those other changes, as and when they come, could influence this outcome. But Gokulam Kerala, I suspect, are just looking to build up